So I guess this is a result of globalization that you can find Coca-Cola tins on top of the Everest and Buddhist monk in Monterey. And so I just came 2 days ago from the Himalayas to your kind invitation, so I would like to invite you also for a while to the Himalayas themselves. And to show the place where meditators like me, who began with being a molecular biologist in Pasteur Institute and found their way to the mountains. So these are a few images I was lucky to take and be there. This is the Mount Kailash in eastern Tibet, wonderful setting. This is from Marlborough country. This is a turquoise lake, a meditator. This is the hottest day of the year, somewhere in eastern Tibet, on August 1st. And the night before, we camped, and my Tibetan friends said, we're going to sleep outside. And I said, why? We have enough space in the tent. They say, yes, but it's summertime. So now we are going to speak of happiness. As a Frenchman, I must say that there are a lot of French intellectuals that seems that happiness is not at all interesting. I just wrote an essay on happiness, and there was a controversy, and someone wrote an article saying, don't impose on us the dirty work of happiness. We don't care about being happy. We need to live with passion. We like the ups and downs of life. We like our suffering because it's so good when it ceases for a while. This is what I see from the balcony of my hermitage in the Himalayas. It's about 2 meters by 3, and you are all welcome anytime. Now let's come to happiness, or well-being. And first of all, despite what the French intellectuals say, it seems that no one wakes up in the morning thinking, may I suffer the whole day. Which means that somehow, consciously or not, directly or indirectly, in the short and the long term, whatever we do, whatever we hope, whatever we dream, somehow is related to a deep, profound desire for well-being or happiness. As Pascal said, even the one who hangs himself somehow is looking for a cessation for suffering. He finds no other way. But then if you look in the literature, East and West, you can find incredible diversity of definition of happiness. Some people say it can only be lived in remembering the past, imagining the future, never in the present. Some people say happiness is right now, is the quality of the freshness of the present moment. And that led to Henri Bergson, the French philosopher, to say all the great thinkers of humanity have left happiness in the vague, so that they could define, each of them could define in their own terms. Well, that will be fine if it was just a secondary preoccupation in life. But now, if it is something that's going to determine the quality of every instant of our life, then we better know what it is, have some clearer idea. And probably the fact that we don't know that is why so often, although we seek happiness, it seems we turn our back to it. Although we want to avoid suffering, it seems we are running someone towards it. And that also comes from some kind of confusions. One of the most common ones is happiness and pleasure. But if we look at the characteristic of those two, pleasure is contingent upon time, upon its object, upon the place. It is something that changes of nature. Beautiful chocolate cake, first serving is delicious, second one, not so much, then we feel disgust. That's the nature of things. We get tired. I used to be a fan of Bach. I used to play it on the guitar, and I can hear it 2, 3, 5 times. If I had to hear it 24 hours non-stop, it might be very tiring. If you are feeling very cold, you come near a fire, it's so wonderful. Then after some moments, you just go a little back, and then it starts burning. it sort of uses